In my last Sansar video, I told you all that I wanted to build a world myself and then host an event for all of you in there. So I went to figure out how to do this, and I thought maybe I should share whatever I learned so you can try it out yourself too. A big thanks goes to Sansar for sponsoring this video. Hi everyone, my name is Cass, and in today's video I'll show you how to create the world and event in Sansar, and I will share some details on the event that we are planning to do. But first, subscribe if you haven't yet to see more videos like this one, and now join me beyond reality. So, let's start Sansar. So in our previous video, we got a few comments from people saying that they don't have a VR headset. So I just wanted to mention that you can use Sansar in 2D desktop mode too. So when we host an event and you don't have a VR headset, you can join as well. And as you can see, I am currently using desktop mode too, because creating a world in Sansar doesn't actually work in VR yet. It's probably easier this way anyway, because you will be moving a lot. So to get started with building a world, you go to Create over here, then Build Worlds right here, and then here you can click on Create. Let's say we are going to build a VR 2020 party or something. You can here choose from a couple of templates, which is pretty nice. I'm going to choose for the Highlands template because it fits what I want to do. Now I created it, and now you can edit the scene by clicking here. You can also visit the world, and there are some other options, but for now we are going to edit the scene. So here we are. This is the world builder in Sansar. It's an integrated feature, so you don't need anything else. But let me start by saying that I do not have much prior experience with 3D modeling. I do have a front-end development background, so I do understand design terms and whatnot, but I'm totally new in creating 3D worlds, so I was actually surprised at how fast I could learn to use this builder in Sansar. But to show you how to build a world, I thought maybe we could get started with something I wanted to add to our event later anyway. I thought it would be nice to have a movie theater outside in a cozy environment like this one, so we can all watch some videos together and have a chat. I would want a place where people could sit and just relax. Maybe some interactive items, maybe even a mini game. And by showing you how to do this, well, I hope that you can do it yourself too for your friends or family. So let's get started with that. So when you just launch a template, the first thing you might want to do is go over here, Tools. Here you can open up the scene settings, and you can enlarge this a little bit if it helps. Here you can change the skybox, which is the background. So if you go here, you can, for example, change it to space, or let me see, these stars, skybox. It could take a little while before it loads, but you can choose a lot of different things. Ooh, I like this one. I think I'm going to keep this one. But if you don't see anything here, or you don't have a lot, you can actually get some more in the store, like everything else, but I will show you that in just a bit. I think I'm going for this one for now. And you can have a lot more settings here. For example, the fog, you can also change that here. Like decrease it or enlarge it a little bit. I think I would like to keep it a little bit. And there are way more settings, but we will come back here in just a little bit. I just wanted to show you first how you can add stuff in the scene. So the first thing that you could do is, for example, add a lock block. You just drag and drop it on the scene, and it's there. So it's very easy. And then up here, you can adjust. You can click what you want to adjust. For example, you want to move the item. You click here, move, and then you get this thing. You can move it from all the axes. Up, down, left, right, what you want, or you can rotate it. It's very intuitive and pretty easy to do these simple tasks. You can also resize or enlarge or make it smaller, shrink, all of that. But right now I'm just going to delete this for now, because I want to show you something else too. For example, right now I have this floating island, which I like, but you might want to make something else. For example, an island with an ocean. So what you can do here is go to your inventory right here. If you don't see it, you can actually open it by going to Tools again. And here you can open all kinds of windows. And the inventory is also here. So I'm clicking on that. I open my inventory. and I searched for water. I found this water before in the store, and now you can just drag and drop it and place it here. And now I might want to move it a little bit down. As you can see, my floating island has become an actual island with water. And if you look closely, you will see that this texture that I downloaded is actually animated, which is pretty cool. I like that a lot. But for now, I'm going to delete this one because I actually want to have a floating island or something that you would never be able to see in real life, but you can in VR. So let me go back to this floating island. This is the first thing that you saw before. This is a spawn point actually. And so wherever you place this spawn point is where your visitors of the world will get spawned, and you can choose what direction they are spawned in by rotating it. But for now, I'm going to keep it here until I have more stuff in my scene. So let's do that first. To do that, you have to go to your inventory. If you don't see your inventory here, then you can actually go to tools, and here you can open up the inventory as well as other windows. But I have my inventory here, and you can see I have a lot of different stuff already. But when you just get started, you won't have a lot of stuff. But what you can do is just go to shop the store, and here you can find a lot of different things by going to 3D models, and then, for example, shortening from price low to high, because then you can find a lot of free stuff that you could just get. For example, this random dog puppy, you can just get it, and then it will be added to your inventory. And then you can find it by typing dog pup. And now I have the doggy here. As you can see, very cute. So I've added a couple of things already, but what I needed was a movie theater screen. I could not find that in the store, but I found out that you can actually go to a different template and kind of get some stuff there. So I'll show you that right now after saving this. So it's saved now, and now you can go to create, build builds again, create a new one, and then choose, for example, I chose watch party day template scene, and then I'll type watch party tests. I'm creating it right now, and I'm going to edit the scene. So here they actually do have a movie theater screen. So what you can do is click on this and right click it, and then save to inventory. If you do that, it will be added to your inventory. So then there are a lot of free stuff that you can get from those templates. You can do it with everything. Save to inventory. So that's pretty nice. I pretty much stole everything I could find in here. So let's go back to our scene, the VR 2020 party. And let's start by adding the movie theater screen. Let me see where I want to actually have this movie. I think I'll just add it like right here. Okay, let me search for the screen. I will add that screen first by drag and dropping it here. It looks a little bit weird because I think the position is wrong right now. So I'm going to need to find it. Ah, here it is. Here it is. It was turned around, so I could not see it, because if you move to the other side, it will be invisible. But it's here now. I'm going to place it, I think, like here or something. Maybe in the corner, a little bit higher, so that everyone in the back could see it as well. I'm going to add this media screen behind it, so it looks like a really big screen. I like it, I like it, I like it. Alright, so to add a video on here, I will show you how to do that. You have to go to tools and then back to the scene settings, and if you scroll down, you can see media stream something, a media stream URL. Oh, this is actually the name. So I'm going to find a video that I want to add. Okay, let's say I want to add a video that we done before ourselves. For example, this Oculus hand tracking video. Now I could just copy paste this link in Sansar here, like this. And then if I preview it, you can preview it by going to visibility, or actually no, options, audio video preview. Now you can see that the media, that the whole YouTube page is launched inside it, and that is not what we want. We actually want just the empty video so that it looks prettier than this, and I will show you how to do that. And I actually use this help page for this. This is the Using and Previewing Media Streams help page by Sansar. And here, if you scroll down, I will link this below as well. If you scroll down, it tells you how to format a YouTube empt URL so that it works correctly. Because if you don't use it, it will not auto-play. So I would recommend using this by just copying this URL right here. And then paste it somewhere, like in a notepad or something. Let me just enlarge this a little bit so you all can read it. And then we are going to need to find our video ID. So for example, if you want to use this video, you just go to the URL and you get the end of the URL. So everything after this is sign is your video ID, your unique video ID. You will want to copy this and replace these tags, these video ID tags, including the brackets. Replace them with the video ID that you just copied. There's another one over here. There we go. Now copy the whole link, go back to Sansar, and paste that in there. Press enter, and now you got the empt version of the video, but it's still not very pretty yet because the source width is not correct. So we are going to make this full HD first, and now it looks way prettier. And you can give it a name too, casandchary video. Here we go. Now, as you can see, there is no sound at the moment, and that is because we still have to add the sound. So you can go to your inventory again. Here, search for Media Service Audio, Stream. And if you don't have this, then you have to go back to that template we went to earlier and steal it. So you can just add it here, like this. And you can hear the sound already. It has chosen the right media stream for me already. This is, if you click on this one and then go to the properties, and if you don't have this window, I will show you, you have to go to tools again and open properties. And right here you can choose what sound you want. So for example, if you have added multiple streams, media streams, then you can choose a different one. But right now it is the correct one, casandchary video. And that is the sound that you hear right now if you turn this up a little bit. But I'm just going to turn it down for now because we don't want to hear it right now. But as you can see, it looks like a sphere. And this is actually the radius of where the sound is coming from. So for example, if a person stands in the middle of this sphere, they will hear the sound the best, like the loudest that I said it. And if they move away, they won't hear anything at all. And you can change the radius too here, for example, so that everyone can hear the sound if you want. But for now, I think I'm going for a smaller one, maybe like 5 or something. For now, I'm going to disable the audio video preview when we are building so that we don't hear a lot of different sounds when we're building. And what I want to do is add some decoration, some seats, for example. Some beanbag chairs. This one is super huge, so let's shrink it first. And now we want to duplicate it by right-clicking it, or you can also press Ctrl D. Now we have another one. And I think I want to add a couple more. Like that. I think that's cute, but we actually have to enlarge this radius or else people sitting on the chair can't hear anything. So I think I'm just going for something like this. And if you find it, the sphere, a little bit disturbing, you can actually disable it so that you can see it. Actually, it's not here. But what you can do is over here, search it by searching for audio. And then here you can do 3 different things like disable object selection. If you click on this, you won't be able to select it. So that if you want to select the chair instead of the sphere, this is helpful. But I'm going to do that. And I'm also going to hide it. But you can also lock it, for example, so that you can't move it at all. But I'm going to hide it for now. So I want to add some more sofas or something. Like this one. So before we add some decoration, I wanted to show you that you can also import 3D models. So let me show you how you can do that. For example, I already have a 3D model that I want to import. Right here, if you click on import at the top left of this screen, you can import 3D models. And here you can browse. And I have a 3D model that I want to add. This is actually a 3D drawing that I made in VR in Oculus Medium, where I drew Chary and I used it for a tutorial on how to import 3D models in Oculus Home. So I'm going to use that, but please excuse my very bad skills in 3D modeling because I tried to make it resemble Chary. I actually think I did a pretty okay job, but I don't think Chary likes it. So I just imported it. I can find it by typing Chary here, and now I can add it right here. As you can see, this is Chary. Isn't it beautiful? I think it's very cool that you can add these kind of, that you can just draw stuff in VR, make 3D models in VR and import it in a game like this one. I mean, how cool is that? You can do anything, you can make anything you want and just import it. Anyway, so I created a cozy place with an animated fireplace, as you can see. I think I bought it on the store for some Sansar dollars because I still had some Sansar dollars. And well, I know it doesn't look very pretty right now because I'm doing everything super quick at the moment. But I will promise that when I make the actual event, it will be a lot prettier than this one. But I did want to make it a little bit more prettier. So let's add some decoration before we move on to some interactions. Like how we can actually add interactions in this game. Alright, we're almost there, guys. One more, I think, should be enough to guide people to the right area. Yeah. And I want to actually add another thing that I want to show you all, which is this one. Horseshoes. Thought they would be fun to do, maybe. I'm just going to place it here for now. And this is a minigame that I bought because it is a interactive in the minigame. That's pretty fun. I will show you what that is like in a little bit. Alright, so this is the world that we just made for this tutorial. I will make it way prettier when we do the actual event, but for now I think this will suffice. It's almost done. We need a couple of interactive things first, and I will show you how to add that. But if you buy like minigames like these are already interactive, so you don't have to do a lot with that. But for example, you might want to add some lights to a couple of objects. For example, this one has some light, but you might want to add some more. You can do that by selecting it and then right-clicking it, and then choose Add Light. For example, you can see this is one of the lights, and you can open the property menu by going to Tools, Properties, and now you see the properties of this light. So to kind of let you know what I mean, I'm going to increase the intensity of the light. You see, this is one light spot now. I think this looks actually pretty good, but you can also change it to spots, for example. And now I have to rotate it because it's not on the right direction. You can do it like this. And then if I increase intensity, you'll see that you have some lights over there. But I think it should be pretty if we use a point light with these lanterns. And I'm not going to even add lights to every lantern, but I'm going to do for the middle one only. Here, add light as well. We do need to add some sit points because people are not able to sit on these things if I don't add a sit point. So what I'm going to do is right click this, add sit points, and now you get 2 sit points. And if you go to the object structure here, you can see, you can move it. So for example, if I want people to be able to sit right here, I'll have to move it like this correctly. And then there's also a sit point exit. This is the place where people will spawn if they don't want to sit anymore. I think I'm just going to do it like this. And you can actually only do this on static 3D models. So the model has to be static. As you can see here, sometimes you can choose it yourself. And I think you also have to turn on has collision or else people cannot sit on it. So I'm not going to add sit points everywhere because I just want to give you an idea. I added a couple here and here, but I wanted to show you that you can do other things too. For example, you can add all kinds of different things like container, audio, camera, lights, even scripts if you know how to script in C#, and more spawn points, volume, everything else. But what I wanted to show, like something simple, is like these grab points. if you add grab points, people can actually grab the object. I will show you later on what that is like in VR, but right now I just added them here. One last thing that I want to show you is that you can also add a background sound. So if you go to options, no, actually tools, scene settings again, and if you scroll down, there is background sound here, and here you can add a sound that you uploaded. For example, I added some birds and insects in tall harvest grass sound, and here you can adjust the level of loudness. So to actually add the sound, you can go to import again, because here you can add and upload some audio files. But I already did that, so I selected that. So right now, I think I'm actually done with the design of the world, but what I wanted to add and tell you guys what you can do as well is you can actually add quests. So if you go to create here, then go to create quests. I already have a test quest here, but I'm going for a new one. Quest name. I'm going to do something like find Chary's head. Here is a description. Let's do it again. Find Chary's head somewhere. Summary. It's going to copy pasting it, and then completion mission. You found Chary's head. Congratulations. Now the quest is created, and now I have to add an objective. So I'm adding an objective. Collect Chary's head once. Find and collect. Pasting it here. I want this objective to be collected once. If you choose 0, then people can do it an infinite amount of time, I think. Now I'm saving this, and I'm going to add a reward. And as you know, I added Chary's head before, so it should be in here. Chary? Yeah. Here we go. And now I'm choosing this image, and I'm going to save it. Here we go. This is Chary's head. This is the reward for the quest if you finish this quest. So I'm going to show you how you can actually add the quest to the scene. We are going to use a random object for it. Let's do the duck puppy. Looks good. Going to place it like right over here. And we have to make him a quest giver. So you right click on it, you add script, and then you can click on the script that you just added. And here you have to go for quest script library. And now it will give you some options, and he has to be a quest giver. Quest giver interaction, I think, and click me to get a quest. This is the offer that he will give, and the quest, you have to select the quest here that I just created, find Chary's head. Here we go. I think this should be correct. And now we need to go to Chary's head. Let me just kind of hide it to make it a little bit more of a challenge. All right, now we right click this to add script. And click on script again. Oh, now we have to open the properties window. And here we go to quest script library again, and this one should be a quest objective interaction. And now we can click on the objective that we created, find and collect Chary's head once. I think this should be correct already. And that is all you need to do. So yes, I just showed you a basic functionality of the script system in Sansar, but there's actually a lot more that you can do. Let me show you. This is the help page of Sansar. I will link this below, but if you go and find script, you will see a whole documentation of stuff that you can do with scripts. You can even add your own script and stuff, but I'm not going to do that in this video. But I just want to show you guys that it's possible. So right now, we are actually done with the scene, and we want to test everything. We want to check everything out. And I'm going to do that in VR. But before we can do that, we have to save the scene. All right, once it's saved, you also have to actually go to build. All right, the scene has been successfully built. So what I'm going to do is enter the scene in VR. Ooh la la, this is pretty exciting. Right, we are here. As you can see, I spawned right at the spawn point, where I set the spawn point where I wanted the visitors to spawn. And can you guys hear the background sound that I added? You should hear like little bird sounds and stuff. I think it looks cool. These are the lights that I added. You can see that as well. The flooring. Oh, and here's that mini game that I added. Hello, hello. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to show you that you can interact with this. Oh, I'm hearing the campfire sound as well. I bet the creator of it added that. Okay, I hope I don't hit my desk, but yeah, this is how you play the game. Let's grab both of them. Okay, let's just a little bit closer to make it easy. Okay, this is actually pretty hard, but you get what I mean with this little mini game in Sansar. This is definitely something I'm going to add in our event. And here's the logs and the campfire. It's a pretty loud campfire. We will have to turn that down later on. But as you can see, you can, these are the sit points. You can sit here if I click on it. Here we go. So I actually think I did something incorrectly with the quest giver, because the whole floor has become the quest giver actually, instead of just the puppy. So I think I clicked the wrong item to add the quest, but this works as well. I'm just going to click here to get the quest. This is the quest that we created. Find Chary's head. Start the quest. Now the quest should be added in the main menu on the quest. And the objective is find and collect Chary's head once. I need to work on the description, but I should be able to complete it now by going to Chary's head. Yes, I can select it by using my hands, and then it says collect me. Ah! You found Chary's head. Congratulations. Nice, complete quest. And now I should have gotten the rewards of Chary's head. You should be able to find the Chary's head in your Style My Avatar section, because I made it as an item for your avatar. We also have this, of course, the screen. If I walk a bit closer, I can clearly hear the big screen audio. I can hear myself talking. And remember that we added grab points too. So these two, I mean this couch has a grab point, so I can actually grab this item. We can do that with everything. I am also super strong. We probably need to adjust that physics over there, that it should be a little bit heavier. So yeah, you can go back right into the 2D desktop mode. All you have to do is probably scroll a little bit back so that you are back in third person mode. But yeah, I think this is pretty cool. The world builder is way more robust than I imagined it to be. There's just so much that you can do. And once you took some time to learn it, it's pretty easy too. So before I forget, let me also explain how you can create an event. It's actually very easy. So to do that, you first have to publish your scene, your world, which you can do over here. Click publish, and then you have to uncheck this if you want to create an event. You can name it and then a description. I'm doing test because later on I'm just going to delete this one, as this is just for this video. And I also made a screenshot that I uploaded. This is required. So you can just press save. And now you can go to create, host an event, and you can choose your event right here, or I mean your world. You can give it another image if you want, and then just choose a time and date and a duration. It is that easy. Then press save and publish. I'm not going to do that for this video because this build has not been finished yet. So I just want to show you how to do this. So as for our own event, well, I'm thinking I'm going to build something like this, like a floating island with a big cinema screen. And I thought it would be nice to kind of reminisce about 2019's biggest VR moments and talking about what's exciting for everyone in 2020. And also, we are pretty close to 30k subscribers right now. So I think when we host this event, we will be already there. We can celebrate that too by hosting some giveaways and maybe even do some like matches, mini game matches for those giveaways. Something like that, a little competition and a quest where you can win some casandchary item that we will make ourselves. But I'm going to make a new video on that. I'm going to showcase that build once we have built it, and we will announce the date of the event in that video, so stay tuned for that. But it will definitely be in January. So what do you think of all of this? Are you going to build a build now after seeing this? And if you have already built a Sansar build, post them below, post the name below so that everyone can check it out. So this is also the end of this video. Thank you all so much for watching once again. And a special thanks goes to our right hand patrons. A shout out goes to Art Armin and his Patreon page. And another shout out goes to Blackson VR and his VR YouTube channel. And everyone, see you all in the next video. And as always, VR on. End event in Sansar, and I will share